Welcome to this introduction to the BEMER Horse set. My name is Alexander Durban, and today I'd like to show you the key features of the BEMER Horse set. To start with, we'll take a quick journey back in time. In the year 2000, we first entered the world of equestrian sport with the BEMER 3000. Back then, it used a non-specific signal and an external control unit. In 2016, we introduced the BEMER veterinary line based on our specific signal. We adapted these products to horses of different sizes. And then in 2019, we launched the BEMER Horse set. We talked to veterinarians, to riders, to BEMER partners, to customers. We incorporated all this knowledge into the BEMER Horse set. We made the sets adjustable to fit horses of all sizes. We added 2 practical cuffs, a handy carrying case, and a charger with a Y adapter, with which we can charge 2 controllers at the same time. Let's move on to the technical details of the set. 19 coils were installed in the blanket to provide a more homogeneous signal field. 3 coils were installed in the cuffs, 2 on the inner side and 1 on the front tab. The tab lies on the coronet, allowing the signal to act on the hoof. Let's move on to the programs included with the set, both for the blanket and for the cuffs. P1, 5 minutes, P2, 10 minutes, and P3 lasts for 15 minutes. They differ in terms of the running time and intensity. The blanket operates at 10 to 18 microtesla in P1. In P2, this rises from 10 to 28 microtesla, and P3 lasts for 15 minutes at 10 to 35 microtesla. These values are different for the cuffs. At P1, they operate at 30 to 50 microtesla. At P2, this rises from 30 to 80 microtesla, and at P3, the intensity is 30 to 100 microtesla. We also refer to the cuffs as the intensive applicators. Let's move on to the signal. Stimulation occurs via a biorhythmic signal that is transmitted through the blanket into the horse's body. The signal has an effect on the parasympathetic nervous system, also known as the rest and digest system, and stimulates microcirculation. What are the benefits of the BEMER therapy for your horse? It promotes suppleness, increases performance, improves regeneration, has a preventive effect, improves the horse's defenses against infection, and increases its general well-being. How should you use your BEMER Horse set for the first time? We recommend starting with Program 1 for the blanket in week 1. Then using Program 2 in the second week, before moving on to Program 3 in week 3. From the second week, you can also use the cuffs. In the second week, it's important that you start with the cuffs on Program 1. Use both cuffs in parallel on either the front or hind legs. Please note it's important not to use the cuffs without the blanket at first. The BEMER Horse set should be tailored to the needs of each horse. Pay close attention to how your horse reacts. If it becomes nervous or restless, stop the therapy and try again the next day. Now it's time for the practical part. How do we apply the BEMER Horse set directly to the horse? Naturally, the set also includes a sweat blanket. We always recommend putting the sweat blanket on first to prevent any transmission of pathogens through the therapy blanket. Simply place the blanket on your horse's back. It features various adjustment options. At the front, in the chest area, you can lengthen or shorten the chest strap. There is also an abdominal strap, which you can also shorten and lengthen to provide the best support for the blanket. You can also adjust the length of the blanket. To do so, undo the Velcro fasteners. On the sides and top. Shorten the blanket and close the Velcro fasteners again. You've successfully shortened the blanket. To extend the blanket, undo the side and top Velcro fasteners again. Simply pull the end of the blanket and close the Velcro fasteners again. You've now successfully shortened and extended the blanket. You can use the cuffs on the front legs as well as on the hind legs. The control module is very easy to switch on and use. Simply press and hold a program item for 1 to 2 seconds to switch on the control module. Now you can choose your program. Press it once, briefly, and the program P1, for example, now starts. Of course, you can also use the cuffs on the hind legs. You can thus treat both the front and hind legs with the same cuff set. You can also use the cuffs on other areas of the horse's body. I'll show you how to do that now. For example, in the area of the nuchal ligament, place a cuff on the horse's neck and slide it upwards to the nuchal ligament. Or you can attach the cuffs to each other and use them to treat the entire neck area. The cuffs can also be used to treat the knee area. So, as you can see, the cuffs can be used in a wide variety of ways. And the horse set also allows targeted treatment.
Das Horse-Set ist individuell einsetzbar.
Please read the user manual before using the BEMER Horse set. Do not use the BEMER Horse set in case of fever, acute illness, acute infections, acute colic, or if the progression of the disease is unclear. The BEMER therapy should not be used for 3 days after vaccinations. We have no scientific evidence with regard to sarcoidosis or cancerous symptoms of any kind. Never use the cuffs without the blanket. The blanket is designed for holistic therapy, and the cuffs can be used individually and selectively. For example, on the horse's legs, neck and back. They are the intensive applicators. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, please contact sales@bemergroup.com.